Across the globe, there are places which aspire to provide the most exclusive of holiday experiences. Luxurious.
What I am doing is the best you can get in the moment.
Adventurous.
Oh my God, lions! Oh my goodness!
And sometimes quirky.
He is one of the most famous guests, and he has a fan club. He has an Instagram of over 10,000 followers.
But what challenges do these hotels face, and how do they strive to be a top destination?
Anybody could have bricks and mortar in the right location, but in order to stay relevant, I do think it's important to innovate.
With exclusive access, we go behind the scenes.
All right, now let me take you to one of our specialty suites.
Following the staff who work around the clock.
Guys, we need to be fast, yeah? The guest is waiting.
To deliver to their guests whatever it takes to impress.
When you go from one room to the other, you go into another piece of art.
Notice the view is like no other in the world.
All our guests love fantasy and happiness.
We take care of every guest and make them feel like kings.
From Asia to Arizona, Kenya to the Caribbean, Dubai to India. Step behind the scenes of some of the world's most incredible hotels. The USA, a favorite destination for travelers from across the globe. Big cities, big landscapes, and a huge personality. There's the hustle and bustle of the East and relaxed atmospheric West. A memorable American adventure is never far away. Something two very different hotels in very different settings offer their guests. With visitors after an authentic taste of the US, what unique experiences can they provide to create memories for a lifetime? New York, the city that never sleeps. One of the most exciting destinations in the world, it draws tourists in their millions. With its famous skyline, it offers world-class museums, exclusive restaurants, and shopping to die for. In one of the most affluent areas of New York City is the Lowell, a boutique hotel aiming to offer premium accommodation on Manhattan's exclusive Upper East Side. With such fierce competition, offering a 5-star rating isn't enough. Hotels in this city strive to be distinctive. Co-owner and design director Dina DeLuca Giartuni hopes the hotel exemplifies pure style and class.
To make a great New York City hotel, I think anybody could have bricks and mortar and in the right location. I think it's a combination of people. Without our staff, without our guests, we would not be the Lowell. And the fact that we are a hotel that has been born a hotel and stayed a hotel, I think pedigree is also very important.
Established in 1927, the hotel was bought by Dina's husband in 1983. Situated on a quiet street off Maddison Avenue, the hotel has 47 differently decorated suites, offering marble washrooms, wood-burning stoves, and private terraces with views of the city. It also has 27 deluxe rooms.
All right, now let me take you to one of our specialty suites. This is the Manhattan Suite. It's one of my personal favorites, I have to say. Housekeeping. All right, this looks very nice. Because of the privacy of the hotel and the residential feel that the hotel clearly provides, we do get a large share of entertainment, business, and they love the fact that so many of our suites are individually designed. It has 2 separate living room setups, allowing a little bit more privacy. Both of them are framed by individual terraces, and one of our woodworking fireplaces, another rather unique amenity of the hotel. Our rooms start at approximately $1,000 a night, and that goes up to about $18,500 per night for our penthouse. That is roughly the range of value that we provide for our guests. This is the bedroom of the suite. Very simple, elegant, many Art Deco elements and details, even details such as the embroidery on the bed linen that reflects the skyline of Manhattan, which I think is a very cute touch.
Staff here aim to make sure all guests feel welcome, whether they're here for a week or a day, and regardless of the number of legs they have.
Sit, Archie, sit. Good boy, good boy.
An animal-friendly hotel, they've gone one step further, having their own resident mascot, English Bulldog Archie.
He is one of the most famous guests, and he has a fan club. He has an Instagram of over 10,000 followers, and he's only been around for a year. It's his face. It's just too precious. Right, Archie?
For many visitors, their experience and the familiarity of the hotel has left a lasting impression.
We have guests from all over the world, but the repeat list of guests is just, I mean, when I look at the number of stays a guest has had, I have to take a double look because I cannot believe that someone could be here 834 times since 1985. It's phenomenal.
And it's not just residents who are loyal to this luxury hotel with the comforts of home. Turn-down attendant Paulette has worked here for over 20 years.
I just love being here. We do not feel like, because we work here, that we are, we come into work and this is it. No, we are like a family in the Lowell. Family. Lowell is definitely a family.
When guests arrive at the front entrance, they're greeted by one of its longest-serving staff members, Armin, who's worked at the hotel for 31 years.
Looking forward to stay here until I'm 70 years old, so I guess another 15 years. Now you can find out how old I am. 80% regular guests coming here, we know them. They know us. We know their children, we know their families. I can tell you that they were born in this place, and they came, they went, they got, engaged, they got graduated, they came back here. I can write a book about this. Yet I can tell you this, that truly Lowell is a home away from home, and they love to come back here.
I love doing this job because sometimes when the guest comes back, they make the rooms looking so beautiful and fresh. I just love to make it. I want them to feel like if they're at home. Meeting the guests is a blessing to me. Very, very much a blessing.
It's the start of another busy week. It's early morning, and restaurateur Charles Masson is on his way to New York's popular flower market. For his high-end restaurant, he likes to believe guests are not only spoilt by the menu and its 5-star service, but that their surroundings enhance the dining experience. Appearance is all important to the staff here.
I need to put in 8 large bouquets and the small centerpieces on the tables. The beauty of this market is that it's possible to get flowers from all parts of the world, but at the same time, a lot of locally grown flowers.
The hotel prides itself on displaying lavish, luxurious, fresh floral arrangements to reflect the season.
Of course, you'll have a few guests, clients who, when they book the private room, they absolutely want a certain type of flower. But all in all, we need the flexibility to see what is available, what nature can offer.
Meanwhile,
Very good. Yeah, I think they'll be comfortable here. And now let's
General Manager Heiko and Marketing Manager Sarah are checking that a suite is ready for a guest's impending arrival. They're returning to the hotel for a 34th time.
Let's have a look quickly, because the Jeffreys should be here any moment. All right, food and beverage is already set up. That's the champagne they wanted.
The guests are arriving with their children, who also get the VIP treatment here.
One of the boys, I think it's Mark's birthday, right? William is the older one and Mark's birthday. Well, let's send it then. Yes, hello? Ah, brilliant timing, excellent. Alam, thank you very much. You know what, I think we're gonna put that here for the children. And if you don't mind, just put the glasses, yes. Yeah, they smell really good. They look good and they smell good. Actually, you know what? Let's just do this like, yes. Perfect, perfect. Thank you, Alam. Thank you. Thanks a lot. All right, so why don't we continue quickly to the bedroom?
This suite costs £3,500 a night, so every detail comes under scrutiny.
And this is all set. Perfect, very good. Yeah, I think we're in good shape. Thank you, Sarah, thanks.
Thank you.
While staff are getting ready for visitors to arrive, downtown, Charles is busy at the flower market, finding the finishing touches to add a bit of panache to the restaurant.
Morning, Edgar.
Hey, Charles, how are you today?
How are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
See you.
Good to see you, man.
Good.
Yep.
Pleasure.
Wow. To take your flower order.
Beautiful anemones.
Gorgeous.
Spectacular. I'd love to take some of these for sure. These lavenders are beautiful.
Yeah, this is also a great color.
This one too, two-tone.
Yeah.
Dating back to the late 19th century, this flower market is steeped in history. It's a popular place for New York's top-class hotels, who come for the expertise of local and international florists.
I love using cotton right now. This time of year, it's something that...
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
And of course, I got your Gloriosa, your favorite.
Oh, fantastic. Love it. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh, really. Never get tired of this. Yeah, it's beautiful.
You want to walk to the back and then you can...
Sure, we'll give it to you.
Charles loves his fresh flowers and is planning on bringing this little taste of luxury to his guests at the hotel. Just under 2,500 miles away lies the state of Arizona, known for its striking and distinctive landscape. This is cowboy country. With the original old towns and remote Native American settlements, it lures visitors for an American Wild West adventure. The White Stallion Ranch lies in the Sonoran Desert, just outside Tucson. Typical of the adobe-style buildings found in the Southwest, spacious rooms and suites situated throughout the ranch have Spanish influences with a rustic look, many with a private patio and stunning view. The ranch's warm, informal feel aims to create a relaxed atmosphere ideal for unwinding. It's a real family affair, owned by brothers Michael and Russell, with the help of Russell's sons Stephen and David.
So we're Dude Ranch, so, you know, we always say in dude ranching it's horses, hats, and hospitality, and that's what makes all dude ranches different and special. We're hands-on people, and we grew up here.
A dude ranch is a cattle ranch that's opened its doors for holidays, offering guests a chance to share in its Western lifestyle.
We're in, I think, iconic Arizona in terms of what Hollywood has portrayed, and the big saguaro cactus, these rugged mountains that we see back here. Arizona's very diverse and really a year-round playground.
Russell's father bought the ranch in 1965. What started out as 160 acres over the years has become 3,000, in which guests can roam freely.
So we're in the eastern mountains of the White Stallion Ranch. So we go to the other side of these mountains, and then the big mountains behind us are the national parks. I've been up here a lot, and I love this view. I sometimes forget how pretty it is up here until I come up here every time.
With the third generation of the True family living and working here, the ranch tries to offer a warm family welcome. Their aim is to offer guests a traditional homestay that's typical of the Southwest. The rooms here are spacious and include the option of al fresco dining. For city slickers escaping the 9 to 5, the ranch also offers many of the traditional outdoor activities.
We're in the main dining room, and this is where it all started. This was the original Southwest mud adobe building where the cattle ranchers lived, and you know, back behind us was the milk pasteurizing. Now it serves as our dining room. So this is our bar, and you know, dude ranches go back, and they kind of, because it was the elite and the wealthy who were traveling out west to do the dude ranch thing, some of them brought with them sort of those old country club routines, and there's no bartender and there's no formality. We have the room numbers, so they get to put their bottle of wine or their bottle of Jack Daniels or whatever in their room numbers, and they mix their own and they sign for everything. It's a total honor bar, and it's I think old style, different, and our guests seem to love it. Our great uncle was considered the West's greatest muralist, and so we did some reproductions of his art. This one just, I think it just fits and just makes the whole room. I just love that stage, and it just totally Western.
The biggest draw to hotels in this area has to be the magnificent surroundings.
How was the mountain?
Good. Rocky. Very rocky.
There's one common thing I hear from our guests, is that it's relaxing and that they appreciate that their experience is theirs to choose. So if they want to ride a lot, great. If they want to ride occasionally, great. If they don't want to ride at all, that's cool too. And you know what? If they're not really into the active thing, they can enjoy our very nice pool, enjoy entertainment after dinner, and just when the bell rings, show up and eat. So I think we're a little property that has maybe a surprising amount of diversity.
But occasionally on the ranch, there's a guest the True family really don't want to see.
So we're just heading over to one of the rooms. One of the maintenance guys called and reported seeing a snake. So I grabbed my snake stick, which every family member's got one. We just go check every snake out because we don't want anyone to get bit, you know, accidentally.
In Arizona, there are many types of snakes. Some pose no threat, but the deadly rattlesnake is one of the most venomous. Whether they're harmful or harmless, for the hotel, it can be an occupational hazard.
Hey, Gary.
Morning.
Hey, he's in here?
Yeah, he's underneath the garbage can.
All right, perfect. So if you...
The door left him alone.
Okay, so why don't we open the door and see if he's still in there?
Michael, you copy.
All right.
No, he went underneath.
Okay. If you tilt it back, so you open it to me, and then I'll see what I'm, because he's probably under this, right?
Yeah, he is. Yep.
Yeah, so if you tilt it.
I need to tilt it that way. Okay.
You see what I mean, like that, and then I'll. Oh yeah, he's just a bull snake. Yeah.
A bull snake?
Yeah, that's what we call him. So.
Is that all that's under there?
Yeah, that's the only one. So, this is a bull snake, which looks like a rattlesnake, and a lot of people end up killing them needlessly. But we like bull snakes because they eat rodents. If we find a rattlesnake, we relocate it, but if we find a bull snake, we put it back because he keeps the ranch safe and clean. So, we'll go ahead and we'll stick him right back under there. There you go, bud.
In the garbage can. Be fine.
Yeah, he'll figure it out. He'll be nothing. Yeah, there we go.
All right,
cool. Yeah.
Now the True family know their guests can sleep safely in their beds.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeper Carey makes sure the 48 rooms are ready for their adventurous arrivals.
Anne?
Yeah?
Hi, is it ready?
It's almost ready. I just
Do you
need
want
to
some
finish
help?
everything. That'd
Yeah?
be awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Family suites have Southwest decor, handcrafted furniture, and wool blankets to keep the evening chill away.
And our wool shams. Here, you want that one?
So how many guests are coming in today, do you know?
I think we have about 70 people showing up today, and probably about 25 more rooms to do, including our house, the hacienda. So I'm going to shut this for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Looks beautiful.
With up to 120 guests at any one time, visitors taking part in the daily ranch activities can build up quite an appetite.
Hey, Judy. How's it going?
It's going well. Everything seems to be going on time.
Oh, good. How many guests do we have tonight?
49.
49, okay. So do you mind starting the fire at 5:30 so we can get started by 6 with the ribs? All right.
Yeah, won't be a problem.
All right, thanks. How many racks do we have tonight?
24.
24, alrighty. Perfect.
Chef Judy has worked at the ranch for over 45 years, making Western dishes that are reflective of the region.
It's more of a home style. It's not real resort food like you get at most places. It's more home cooking. Barbecued ribs and chicken, twice baked potatoes, corn on the cob, baked beans, cornbread, and salad.
Judy's cooking may go down a treat with guests, but she doesn't have the usual background associated with most hotel chefs.
I grew up on a farm in Pennsylvania. My grandmother and my mother just learned from them. Monday is brisket, baked brisket, and mashed potatoes, gravy, just a basic home-cooked meal. Tuesday is like today, it's the ribs and chicken dinner. Wednesday is Mexican, where I have enchiladas, tortillas, all that. Thursday is steak dinner. Friday is pork leg, pork loin, pork tenderloin, something like that. Saturday night is the Indian oven. Sunday night is chuck roast. Everybody seems to like it. They keep coming back.
A world away from the home-style cooking in Arizona, over on the East Coast in New York at the Lowell Hotel, Charles has returned from the flower market.
Monday morning is a race against the clock because we have guests coming in at 12 at the bar. And so we have to not only do these bouquets, but as important, we have to clean up.
He makes it his personal job to ensure striking flower displays enhance the exquisite setting of the hotel's French restaurant for visiting guests.
Tropical plants such as the Gloriosa come from Japan, and it really perks up the colors that we already have. These are beautiful parrot tulips. Tulips are, again, evocative of spring. So here are your very first parrot tulips, which I found on the market.
Restaurateur Charles chooses flowers every week specific to the time of year to go hand in hand with the hotel's seasonal menu.
When you do this, you're really, you wake up early in the morning excited to see how I'm going to do this. Doing fresh flowers in such abundance, it changes the mood. You see these beautiful flowers and it makes you feel very happy.
A dog-friendly hotel, the staff are used to the patter of tiny paws. Marketing manager Sarah Bolton ensures each room is ready for a guest's arrival and that their beloved pet has all the creature comforts of home.
So what we have here are the dog bowls, and I just want to make sure there is water in the dish, treats of course, the pet leash, and then extra bottled water. So New York itself is very pet friendly, and the neighborhood with its proximity to Central Park makes it the ideal scenario to travel and bring your dog. Mrs. Wallace prefers the pet bed to be in the bedroom with her. We have the pet toy as well. That's definitely a must.
And for the guests' pet pooch, it's only the best.
I also wanted to double check that the pet menu is ready for their arrival. And we have this under specialty menus. So we feature the lean dog, the bow wow, and the sophisticated dog. So I'm just gonna leave this right here, and let's just pop down to the kitchen to see if Chef is all ready for the order.
A five-star hotel requires five-star cuisine, and here they try to ensure that service is extended to guests and their four-legged friends. Pets may have their own menu, but for their owners, there's plenty to try. There's cocktails in the bar, unwinding in the clubroom, and dining in the on-site French restaurant Majorelle. Head of the restaurant, Charles, keeps the team in check, providing innovative menus and exceptional service.
Pastry chef is running around here. We're using passion fruit right now to make a passion fruit souffle, a leek and potato soup on this cold, wintry day. We try to bring in what you see in the market, what is seasonal, and really narrow it down. You're all set for the salad of haricots verts and foie gras. We'll put a little sliver of black truffle also on the foie gras.
With 24 tables in the restaurant, as well as menus in the bar and clubroom, the kitchen is always in demand.
So we are not doing the dattier, but we have the tarte tatin and the passion fruit souffle. Is there something else you want to put on?
Yeah, we have, I put on the, I'm doing a honey glazed blood orange cassonade.
Oh, good.
Charles tries to ensure excellent standards are maintained, both in the restaurant and the kitchen.
Nothing is processed. Everything is made on premise. We bake our own bread. We make our own stocks. When you're dealing with quality, you can't cut corners. We do everything the old-fashioned way.
It's midday, and with a busy lunch service looming, the pressure's on.
Michelle is getting everything ready for the tarte tatin, and it's always a race to the finish before lunchtime and also before dinner time. How are you, Elisa? All set? Good.
In Arizona, dawn is breaking. At the White Stallion Ranch, corral manager David True is getting ready to give their guests a taste of Arizonian life.
And over the ears.
With a breakfast stroll through the desert.
You're all set.
In charge of all activities with the horses, this morning he's got about 65 to saddle up.
Normal day all starts with getting our horses ready. So can't have, a ride without horses. So we bring all the horses in from our pasture, then we brush them, groom them, throw their saddles on, and we assign each guest a horse for their stay unless they want something different.
Guests who choose to stay at the hotel usually come to get an authentic ranch experience, which means horseback riding through the desert.
All right, whenever you're ready, left foot in there, swing the right one over. You ever drive one of these things before?
Yeah.
Excellent. How do the stirrups feel?
Those actually feel really good.
Awesome. Have a great time.
Thank you.
I have been coming here since 2004. We've got mountains and sky and horses and cactus, and there's just nothing else like it. So this is my time to think about what matters.
You guys ready to go? We also encourage our guests, if they'd like, they can groom them and love on them, give them a bath, weather permitting, So that's the best way, I reckon.
This morning, around 65 guests have had an early start. It's 8:30 a.m. and they're heading out to take advantage of the natural beauty and tranquility that the Arizona desert offers at this time of the day.
Alrighty guys, so you can look to our south, we have Safford and Panther Peak.
Regardless of your shape and height, and whether you're an experienced rider or a first-timer, with around 170 horses on site, the ranch hopes to cater for all.
Perfect riding weather. So we've gotten so much rain, we see a lot of wildlife. These bushes we're riding past are called creosote, grow like weeds out here. Used for a lot of different things by the Native Americans. They used to make tea that they said was super good for you. Used to make like a paste and like a healing poultice. Got, of course, the infamous saguaro that the Sonoran Desert's known for. It's the only place that they grow, actually, in the entire world. The Sonoran Desert's the only place.
Back at the ranch, Russell and son Stephen are cooking up a breakfast to feed the riders when they return from their morning trek.
Everybody good with bacon and sausage?
With most of the food being grown on the ranch or sourced locally, the riders will be tucking into a real taste of Arizona.
We've got blueberry pancakes, potatoes and bacon, eggs and sausage, fresh hot coffee brewed on the fire there.
For guests who don't like the early start of a breakfast ride, the hotel's location in the desert still gives ample opportunity for those seeking a bit of adventure. There's shooting, exploring on e-bikes, or you can take in the Arizona landscape from a greater height.
This rock is really high quality volcanic rock that's here on the ranch, so pretty unique for Arizona. We have a lot of granite. The volcanic rock leaves a lot of nice holes and pockets to hold onto.
The rugged mountainous terrain provides different climbing opportunities for novices and those who are a bit more advanced.
I see a lot of climbers here that, they come with their families and extended families, and the kids love to do the climbing, and the horse riding, of course. But one of the most exciting things to me, however, is when their parents come climbing with them, don't really expect to be climbing, and a lot of times they actually end up having more fun than those kids.
Back at the ranch, the early morning riders have returned.
How was it?
Great.
And there's only one thing on their mind.
Show off your horses. My brother Steven will meet you by the grill. He's cooked up all sorts of good stuff for you.
Having built up a hearty appetite,
Extra in your brother's wrangler. I don't know how much he's gonna
Russell and Stephen ensure there's plenty to go round.
I'm good on pancakes. I'll start another batch in case they're hungry, but we're all good. There's gloves there if you want them too.
Come on, breakfast is ready.
It was awesome. Yeah, I had a great time. I trotted a bit, and I saw lots of cactuses. They were beautiful. When we were going uphill, it always, galloped. Yeah.
Any coffee for anyone?
Drink some pancakes?
You get on that horse and you ride out. They don't even know where they're going. And they get to have a cowboy breakfast out in the desert, looking at these mountains all around, and it's what it's all about.
How was everything, guys?
After an action-packed morning, it's the ideal time to take it easy by the heated outdoor pool. Those guests not used to time in the saddle can relax and rejuvenate by indulging in the spa with a massage.
Her back muscles are kind of tight, actually. Have you been riding horses?
Masser Joby works wonders with his bare hands.
The main thing usually is the low back is aching them and their shoulders. Sometimes it'll be in between their legs just from sitting and grinding on the saddle.
His services are very popular with guests returning from a breakfast ride.
When they sit on the horse, they've got their hips hunched in. I have a dude that came here from Britain, and he was funny. He was all, when the Wranglers ride, they look like this, He's all, when I ride, I look like this, So the sacrum gets tight, and I don't do any adjustments. What I'm trying to do is stretch the ligaments and tendons around it. And then a lot of times I'll hit the glutes a little bit, actually a lot.
There's often a price to be paid for experiencing ranch life, and not everyone's up to it.
Everything gets kind of beat up. If you're a city slicker that don't ride horses and you come out here, you're likely to be a little bit sore. Some people get really sore, so yeah, they'll be all, help me. So it's good. But I think when you're winding down for the day, when you're done riding, is when you should let the effects of the massage actually take.
For the last 4 years, visitors to the ranch have felt the benefits of one of Joby's massages, but his skills are in demand.
They'll book them ahead, sometimes a month ahead when they're coming, because sometimes I get busy out here. So if you're out getting a ride and you want to finish up your day, get a nice massage, it'll actually help you tomorrow and the next day. So it's pretty good.
In New York, staff at the Lowell also like to go that extra mile for their guests. With the imminent arrival of a regular visitor and canine companion, marketing manager Sarah wants to ensure both of them are well looked after.
Hi, Chef Michael.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, great, how are you?
Good.
So today we have Mrs. Wallace and her dog checking in around 6 o'clock. So I just want to make sure, because from the pet menu, they often order the top sirloin. So just want to make sure that we have prepared.
Absolutely. It's a nice piece of beautiful meat. Maybe perhaps like some rice or some peas.
Right, the
really
sides.
Good for the dog.
Right.
We also have the breasted chicken, which we boil, salt, pepper. We also do a lamb, which is great for the dog.
Okay. All right, Chef
Absolutely.
Michael. I will come back and see you if I need anything else.
It's not just the diet of the family pet the hotel endeavour to take care of. From dog grooming to a stroll in the park, staff are on hand to help.
Well, we're walking dogs. We are a dog-loving hotel. It's a beautiful day, why not? It's nice to come and nice to take a fresh walk and at the same time help our guests and make the dogs happy.
A holiday in New York would not be complete without a visit to Central Park. Whether it's a carriage ride to enjoy its many sights or visiting Central Park Zoo, there's plenty for the hotel's guests to see and do right on their doorstep.
A lot of people, they love to bring their dogs to New York City, especially Central Park. There's a lot of dogs here and they love to bring them outside and they like to see them as well. Yeah, why not? These dogs are well-behaved dogs. They're trained properly and they're well-behaved, you know, they don't bother the other guests in the other rooms, so we appreciate that, you know. They are five-star dogs in the five-star hotel. Okay, guys, let's go.
There are some restrictions on where dogs can go in Central Park, but there are still over 800 acres for pets to get the VIP treatment, especially when Armin is in charge.
Our dog's the same as our guests. It doesn't really matter. We take care of every single one of them. Okay, guys, we're gonna get going back. Let's go. Come on. Okay, ready to go? I'm ready.
In Arizona, at the White Stallion Ranch, once a week they showcase Western life with a good old-fashioned rodeo.
So rodeo really is just competition in the skills that the cowboys have been doing for 150 years in America and even longer in Mexico.
Dating back to the Wild West, it's based on cattle ranching.
Our guests love our rodeo, and I'm always amazed. It really is a big part of the experience here at the ranch.
Yeah!
Keeping those close-knit ties of the ranch, family and friends play a part in today's rodeo.
It's not the full-blown clowns and big production that rodeos can be. We've had a rodeo here with our family participating, sometimes as little children and now our children, for 50-plus years. The rodeo is a big part of what we do, and I think it's unique here at our ranch. I don't think anybody else does this.
With the True family being here for over half a century, they're joined by cowboys and cowgirls to show off their skills at riding, roping, and rounding up cattle.
Okay, guys, so we're out here to team pen today.
Traditionally, cattle were separated into pens to be either transported or branded.
There's our opposition, the cattle. The pen is the goal.
At the Dude Ranch today, it's done for fun.
You want cattle to move right, you move left. You want them to move left, you move right. You want them to speed up, you speed up. You want them to slow down, you back off. The goal is to take 3 of them, separate them from their friends, and put them in this pen right here. Go ahead and get set up. I'll be timing you.
It can be tense. Persuading a bull to do something is not the easiest job in the world.
Okay, team penners, whenever you're ready.
Gathering cattle, speed and timing are of the essence.
Get around them, get them turned.
It's not just the true family that get to have all the fun.
There you go.
Guests can try their hand at herding and sorting cattle.
Go around the front, somebody.
Learning all the skills needed to steer any feisty bull that gets in their way.
Anushka, go around the front now. There you go. Okay, minute 38. Good job.
As evening descends on the ranch, Stephen and wife Alice prepare dinner for visitors with an American barbecue on the menu.
Let me bump it up because it's pretty hot, so let me bump it up for the chicken. Sure.
After an action-filled day, guests can look forward to a good old-fashioned chowder.
It's very traditional in the Dude Ranch sense, eating style here. So everybody sits down at the same time together, so dinner's at 7. We ring the bell. All the guests come into the dining room and they sit down together. You know, it's tonight's ribs, tomorrow's Mexican, the next night's steak. Everybody eats the same meal and everybody eats together at the same time. Ribs is actually my favorite, not just because I'm cooking it right now, but ribs is definitely my favorite.
They're pretty good. They're pretty good.
British-born Alice came to the ranch 4 years ago.
I was actually a guest who kind of never went home. I came back a couple times, and the second time I came back, Stephen had just got back from college, and we met, and from the first pretty much moment I saw him, I figured he was the one I was going to marry. And luckily he felt the same way, so we ended up doing the long distance thing for a couple years, and then I've been here coming up 4 years now. So,
you want me to
do this one or?
With dinner ready, guests can tuck into a traditional ranch feast of grilled chicken and ribs, mashed potatoes, and a variety of greens.
Would you like some pork ribs?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Would you like some ribs? Just one?
Yeah.
My wife out-eats me every time, too, so I believe it.
After dinner, if guests don't want to retire to their suite, there's a range of evening entertainment to try. While some may choose to relax by a moonlit bonfire, others get to experience the many evening activities that this ranch puts on. Once a week, there's a Wild West show,
Gunslinging just like you see in the Western movies.
where you can take in all the tricks used by cowboys and outlaws that would have been at home in a gunfight at the OK Corral.
Double spin in the holster, here we go.
With Arizona known for its spiders, scorpions and rattlesnakes, at the ranch, visitors have a chance to get up close and personal with a tamer variety.
That's Grace, everybody. All right.
While others simply choose to hang out at the ranch's Honesty Bar. On opposite sides of the vast American continent are two very different hotels. The quirky, dog-friendly Lowell in New York and the southwestern White Stallion Ranch offer two very different experiences, both delivering a true American way of life.
It has a character, and what I always say about this hotel is that the scale allows you to be part of the city. New York is really how you feel the city. I'm born and bred New Yorker, and I think that a lot of New Yorkers would agree with me that the pulse of the city is not in the sky, it's on the streets.
Get out on a horse and see things that you would never otherwise see, and embrace and experience that very, in my opinion, unique Western hospitality. It's very open, very direct, and very welcoming.
I'm very proud of it, especially anymore. It's kind of a dying way of life. You know, so very proud to keep a torch lit for something that might not be around in 100 years.
Contrasting they may be, but their loyal staff extend a warm family welcome and hope to offer an experience of a lifetime.